Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of His Turn, Her Turn. I'm Paul Bryan, and
I am Lauren Fix, the car coach.
And good to be with you from, boy, this is rugged duty this week in Newport Beach, California.
Not so
It seems
bad.
like we're spending half of our life out here.
It feels like it.
But it's the best half of our life, so it's not bad at all. This time we're taking a look at the new Chrysler, don't say Town and Country, because it isn't. Now
Not
it has
anymore.
evolved. It's evolved into the Chrysler Pacifica.
2017.
Yeah. Now, Pacifica is a name that they used before on a vehicle a couple of years ago, like 10 years
Like
ago.
an early crossover kind of thing.
Yeah, and it was like on the leading edge of what they were trying to do with that. That vehicle went away, but I think they felt that they had enough brand equity in
Right.
that name. And look at it this way. This car, even before it hits the market, is popular enough that they named an ocean after it.
Maybe so. However, this is all new. So when you're thinking, oh, it had this or that on the previous ones, the best of the previous Town and Country is in here. When you think minivan, people are like, oh, minivans, they're slow, they have nothing, they're great for the kids. Kids love minivans.
Yeah.
Adults, maybe not so much. But you know what? I think they did a nice job. It looks good. Looks better than the previous minivan. And truthfully, you wouldn't catch me dead in a minivan in the past.
Well, looking good in a minivan is, what is that like being the tallest midget in the room?
That's like a double negative.
But I think what they've done with this, because when you look at the way they've styled this car, they've really tapered off the back end of the car.
It looks better,
quite
for
a bit.
sure. Do you agree? Doesn't it look better?
It has much more an SUV look to it than the old
Right.
box on a box on a box deal.
yeah.
Which
But they made it wider,
You look in the back,
bigger.
you expect to see bread.
Well, let's take it for a ride.
Okay. Inside the new Chrysler Pacifica, and it's a little bit hard to go with the name Pacifica just because of the name change. Everybody's used to calling this a Town and Country. They wanted to have enough change in the vehicle, and there was that. I mean, all the way from a platform that is twice as rigid as the old Town and Country. This is not a redo. This is a total ground up new vehicle. And so they figured, okay, if we're going to go ahead and change from the ground up, we're going to go ahead and change the name as well. Some of you know the name Pacifica. The guys from Chrysler this morning said, well, we thought we did pretty well with it. Well, actually they didn't, but nevertheless, if you were to take a look at the T115 first minivan ever that they came out with and compare it to this, it's like looking at the Wright Flyer in Dayton, Ohio versus an F-35. This is a completely different vehicle, and all of the different evolutions that it's been through have all been for the better. This is dramatically better. Let's go back and re-rack even further with the Wayback Machine and go back to the station wagons that I had to put up with when I was a kid.
Not me.
Talk about when the earth was cooling. And there were Oldsmobile Vista Cruisers, and there were big Pontiac station wagons, and there were, oh my God. And somebody had to sit in the back facing the other way, and then you would go like this and try to make the trucks blow their horn and do everything. Travel has evolved, thankfully, so that our kids today, poor babies that they are, can now take advantage of incredible connectivity within the vehicle and also Wi-Fi as well. Two different systems, actually. So I'll let Lauren get into some of those things. When you sit down in the cockpit of the car, dramatically different. I couldn't love the Uconnect system any more than I do. She'll get into it deeper because she loves that stuff. She understands how the sausage of that is made. I just kind of dig the outcome of it and just like a little mustard for it. So it's a different philosophy, but I know that we both like it. And I was kind of torn. Do I want to do this segment of the in-car with my kid back here? That's Leslie.
Say hello.
Hello. And do that on the interstate, or should I do it on a winding road like we usually do? And I said, you know what? This is kind of where this vehicle is going to be used more, and so it made more sense to do it on the interstate. We're on our way to the San Diego Zoo. I'm taking you to the zoo.
It's about damn time.
We have one passed out in the back, too.
And there's another one passed out, too. But so far, driving experience really good. The only two things that I would gig them on is on the gear select is dramatically, for me, too close to the radio volume knob, and there could be a little confusion there. And also on the side armrest, I thought there should have been an up and down adjust on that. But the seating position is good. You know, it's elevated. I'm kind of digging it. The lane departure thing is not too aggressive, but it's there if you need it. It's got all of the safety features in there. 33 brand new safety features in it.
100 total.
Yeah, over 100. Thank you, Doctor.
That's my job.
There's all of the new tech, new safety, everything else. This is a really wonderful new product here from Chrysler. Miss Lauren Fix, it's your turn.
I have to tell you one thing that we noticed right away, plus they told us that there's more interior space, more head space, more knee space. There's a lot of space all the way around. And to prove that fact, we have behind me Carl, who is Paul's brother or son-in-law. And Carl, how tall are you?
I'm 6'6", about 300 pounds.
He's 6'6". And how comfortable is the back seat?
It's great. The seat's firm, plenty of headroom, and I love this sunroof.
Okay, so we got that second row. The third row, there is room. I'm 5'7". I can fit in there, but it's really meant for, I would say, the smaller people. But as far as what it offers, heated seats, air-conditioned seats, I mean, there are so many options on this car. When you look at the competition, I think they're going to be concerned. They're not the first to offer the vacuum cleaner in the car, but they do offer it in the second row with accessories, which I think is great. And it's something that I think any parent would say yes, or anyone that's brought home something from Home Depot and said there's dirt in the back seat. So there's a lot of nice, well thought out touches on this vehicle. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the Uconnect. And one of the things I really like, of course, you've got the radio and the media and Bluetooth connections. It has apps that are downloadable. It's Wi-Fi. Plus, of course, the climate control is easy to use. The one thing Uconnect has always been is exactly what it says it does. So it's really easy to find all the controls. So as far as how clean it looks, the new lines, the new design, I'm really impressed. Now, one thing you're going to ask me, what about the lumbar, Lauren? There's lumbar on both sides. Yay, finally. Someone's listening because, hey, if mom drives this every day and suddenly she's in the passenger seat, I better have a comfortable ride as well.
Have you ever mentioned lumbar before? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Truly love this mocha interior. Went to a lot of trouble to get this particular vehicle, so the other journalists had to take something else. A lot of really cool interior colors, white with the teal stitching and black with the teal, and this is the mocha and black, inspired by coffee, apparently from, I don't know, Soho or something. But really nice features, interior much nicer, all soft touch. They really did a great job on redesigning the interior, and we talked to the designers and they really wanted a contemporary feel. And they succeeded. 3-panel roof, I don't know if you can see that back there. 3-panel roof is fantastic. I do like the sliding doors. They are aluminum, so they're lighter everywhere. We're lightening up. Also with sunshades in it. And the back tailgate has the ability inside to press buttons and have the seats fold completely flat. So you could take home wood or whatever you need to haul. So they're trying to make this a very versatile vehicle, so it's not just the mom van. And it really has the ability to meet a lot of people's needs. By the way, the tailgate is made of aluminum and magnesium, and that's a first in the industry as well. Again, lightening things up. Why are we using the name Pacifica? Because I remember the vehicle and I really did not care for it. They claim they had great sales. Okay, so they've got a branded name invested, but they always have with Town and Country and everything else. So we will let the Pacifica name be. So I think they've done a great job, and coming up against the competition, I think they're going to have to drive one of these. They might be very impressed. Very torquey, good handling, very specific. We'll wrap things up.
We decided that rather than do the typical close that we do when we're standing near the front of the car, a lot of the business of this thing, the reason why this vehicle exists is for the back end of it. Is
Right.
you want the carrying capacity, you want all the stuff. But when you look at everything that they built into this vehicle, it's all about the storage. And this has got more storage with stow and go seating. It's got more storage than Hillary Clinton's server. It's all over the
Wow,
place.
you're going to political commentary on that down below.
It's okay. It's okay.
Please
it's all
comment.
it's all in good fun. It's all in
Right.
good fun.
But,
If you can't laugh about that, that's what Larry the Cable Guy says.
Right.
That's funny no matter who you are.
That's funny no matter who you are, right. Now, if you open the rear tailgate and you're putting things in, you got kids with you and gear, and since we had 2 adults with us, a lot of people brought kids with them, you can press a button and the third row seats, literally so cool, go totally flat.
Yeah, they go all the way
You
in.
can press one side or the other, there's a little toggle switch, and then second row, same thing. Press the button in the back, seats go flat, great when you're at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, you're at the grocery store, you're at camping.
Sure.
You know, you and your buddy want to put a bunch of garbage in back because you were at a swap meet. Well, that's what I would do. I go to car swap meets. But this vehicle really has everything. And they're like, we had some minor dislikes. I mean, for me, I wish the driver's seat went up and down. I mean,
Well, I did
that
too.
would have been one thing.
I did
that
too,
would've been nice.
but I've got a goofy body. The other
It's
thing
more of
I
a
didn't
chair,
like,
like in
and,
a home.
and I talked to the chief engineer about this, the adjustable part on the armrest on the right-hand side,
Yeah.
I wish would have had like either a ratchet adjust, and they said that they focus grouped that specifically and thought that they had found the real sweet spot for it. For me, I would have liked to have an adjustment.
And it was
ain't a
okay
big
for
thing.
me. And I always bitch about lumbar, and I had it on both sides. So yay, tons of storage, ladies and gentlemen. When you've got kids with you, from juice box, water bottles, and believe me, we stopped at In-N-Out Burger. We
we
stopped
did.
at Starbucks like we always do.
Yeah.
And then that's not a commercial, by the way. This is our personal preferences. But there is so much storage. I think we're going to leave this car with a lot of garbage, and we better clean this car up before we return it.
Well, one of the things that this is not going to clean you out of is money. I mean, it's going to start in
Different trim levels.
Yeah, start around what, 27, 28,000.
Yeah, but I think it was like $28,900. You can start
Yeah.
adding the goodies now. When you add up to the luxury, premium, loaded, you get all the things you want.
But you're going to be in the mid 40s.
Right, and you've got the 3-panel sunroof as an option.
And I loved it. You know, we've been talking about putting kids in the back and soccer mom stuff
And
and all of that
adults.
stuff. But I'll tell you, the second most important market for minivans is boomers.
Empty nesters?
Yeah,
I'm
empty
an
nesters,
empty
empty
nester
nesters and boomers, because they've got grandchildren coming and they still want to have something
don't.
that well, they still want to have.
Not yet.
It's a blessing. It's a mitzvah. And
I'll wait.
Yeah, from the Catholic boy. But no, the point is that they have a large amount of customers in boomer age people like myself,
Right.
who have got grandchildren. They're trying to move them in around when they come to visit or whatever.
And the interiors are very appealing. I mean,
Yeah.
the white and the mocha. We got the mocha with the black, which I think you and I both went,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it
Real
looked good.
stitching, everything soft touch. I mean, I think they did an excellent job. And like I said, in the past, if you had asked me about a town and country, I would have said, well, there's some great competition. But now,
Well, and the other
I'm going to
thing-
say you got to drive this new Pacifica, because when we saw it launch in Chicago,
Yeah.
was it Chicago? No, Detroit.
No, Detroit.
I said, I don't know what I'm going to think about it.
See, I like
But
the
now
look from the
I've
get-go.
changed my mind on
I like
this.
the look from the start.
If you do drive any of the vehicles that we talk about, feel free to put your comments down below, not just on this video, but on the video of the actual vehicle you drove.
Sure.
And then, of course, we want you to subscribe, hit that button up there.
Yeah,
and
great
you can
time.
follow me at Lauren Fix. Sign up for my free newsletter at laurenfix.com. And I'm on every form of social media of at Lauren Fix.
You can find me on Twitter at @ThePaulBryan, and also you can take a look at paulbryan247.com.
He's working 247, and I'm 247 365. Stay tuned for all kinds of exciting new car reviews, details, and
Places to find us too.
Yes,
There's
excellent.
news coming.
News coming. Stay tuned.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
Thanks so much for being
Thanks
with
for
us.
watching.
We look forward to your comments.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.